Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. If you did any shard pulls, probably for Shredder, I hope you got him. Not because he's a great champion, because I don't really think he is, but because he's a time exclusive champion. I'm going to pull a few voids for him today, but with that said, I got to get this fusion complete. I was working on the event dungeon a little bit. The event dungeon is now actually worth farming because the chronophage set will be changed, I think, next week. The update for it has already been talked about, but it's a lot better set than it was. And with that said, this dungeon is kind of difficult. If you can kill all the minions, it's a little bit less difficult, but the boss does hit pretty hard on stage 30. Are you guys farming stage 30? Do you even care about it? If you're not doing stage 30, what stage are you doing? And are you using an interesting team? I was working, obviously with this team is the one I'm using right now. It was just something I threw together. But I was trying to get Nishak into some teams, and he actually did pretty good. He is built decent. I have Arachne Elixir on him, which doesn't do as much in PvE content versus PvP stacked on top of Lethal Dose, but it was doing some interesting stuff. He has not crazy out of reach stats, I don't believe, for players who could be pushing this, but he was doing pretty good about killing the minions. It's just the big boss was a little bit of a problem. Now, if I get Donatello, when I get Donatello, I will actually be able to utilize him in the event dungeon, I believe, because he reduces cooldowns as well as prevents a champion's death and balances HP. He has amazing healing capabilities, so I really think there could be something there, maybe even with Donnie, Michelangelo, and Nishak, because Michelangelo, I also tried him, though on auto it was kind of weird. But Michelangelo has this ability where he spreads all debuffs, so I was hoping Nishak could place a bunch of bombs. Michelangelo spreads from one champion to everybody else a ton of different bombs, but I guess at that point there may be too many debuffs anyways. Either way, it's a lot of potential bombs going on, but Nishak's bombs, when they explode, do turn into 2 poisons each, which means the boss's bar for debuffs caps out at 10 very, very fast with just poisons alone. Either way, going for the fusion, of course. Let me know if you have an interesting team going on for the event dungeon. We have probably 10 or 20 voids to pull. Actually, probably just 10. I think I'm going to pull 5 sacreds or so. Kind of use those to just pad the event. And then we'll do more or less the rest with just void shards. I pulled a void legendary very recently. It was Vlad. So I'll be surprised if I get a void legendary. But hey, if it's Shredder, that's awesome. Just because I want to get the full completed event. And if you do, you get a free mythical relic, as well as an avatar, I think, or a frame, or some other cool stuff, basically. But I'm not going to go super hard for him. If I get him, awesome. If not, no worries. Leo should be in an event in the future, so I'm going to save for that. I do want to make sure my resources are in a decent spot, but I do want to try to pick him up whenever I can. I'm not going to spin for Shredder, though. Shredder, the dungeon is difficult, but the champion, not so good. Not from what I tested. His damage is pretty low. The sacred shards, we're going to pull 5 of these. I want to get both the sets of Donatello fragments here. I think we're probably going to pick up a legendary in this next pull. Let's see something really good here. That'd be awesome. What is this, my third one? There we go. I called it. I mean, I don't really know if this is a really good one. Though I've seen him talked about actually kind of recently. Maybe for being bad. I don't know. Jeroboam. I think it was in Clan Siege. There's no Clan Siege ratings, though. A stock that broke would have been pretty sweet. A double hit on this A1. I don't want to read everything. A cleanse, a heal, a shield, and then a chance of increase in duration of all enemy debuffs, and increase in duration of all ally buffs. Okay, maybe it was for the buff extension for Titus and Wixwell teams. That's probably where I heard about him from. The passive turn meter reduction effects used against this champion by enemies are reduced by 50%. Also fills this champion's turn meter by 20% whenever a debuff control effect is placed on an ally. Whenever these are placed or is removed or expires on an ally, boosts their turn meter by 20%. So that's some kind of interesting stuff, to be fair. Also fills this champion's turn meter. Okay, so could get back around to some turn meter boosting. Has an okay base speed of 103. This is at 5-star, so it could be a little bit higher. So maybe a turn meter boosting for Ogren Tribe is what I heard about Jeroboam being used for. Maybe. I don't really know. But stock would be pretty cool if I get him as well. pick up 2 legendaries in this event, that'd be pretty crazy. Let's go see where I'm at as far as points. I may stop the Sacred Shard pulling there, though. Oh, we're miscalculated. I did not need to pull as many voids as I did. Well, at this point, let's see. Okay, I'm way too far from this. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to pull 1 primal, 5. Maybe we do 2. We're probably going to have boosted primal events soon. Let's do 1. They just sit there so long. Just do 1. There we go. We got an epic. I think that means we got to do 1 more. We'll do 1 more. This will be done. Get it down to 10. And then we'll save up for the hopefully 2x primal event coming up pretty soon. May put some investment into some primal shards. Either way, this event, actually, let's see. Summon Rush. I'm going to do a few more. Let's go ahead and, 20 mystery shards. By the way, if you're on PC, just click summon and then hit escape. Boom. Now we have the event done. You didn't even see a single champion pop out. And we got a XP barrel. I would like to get this, but this event is really just not good enough for me to be motivated to do that. And the relics from this event are also, they're okay. And relic crafting material is always good. But to get the mythical materials is just, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Like, I would like to have some of these. I definitely would. But it's not broken Crown of Corruption worthy. Like that level. That level, maybe then it's worth going in a little bit harder. But I mean, that's almost double what I've already done in shards. And that could run me the risk of not being able to compete in the future events. Right now, we're going to chill with a very modest stockpile of shards. And we'll see what the future events bring. But picking up a Jeroboam, not too bad. Let's go in here and see if I have any relic crafting for the current event. Got some epic ones. Let's do like 2 of these. We'll save the other ones for, okay. I think I already got this once. 15% chance of placing Veil on themselves for 1 turn at the end of their turn. Chance increased by 5% for each 15% HP lost. That could be kind of cool on some champions, maybe. Okay, we got a rare. And then let's go ahead and do 1 more of these. And boom. Oh, another epic. Cool. But the other one. Wearer's turn meter increases by 10% whenever an ally receives a debuff. So this is really Jeroboam-esque, right? They kind of mix together. Turn meter boost, all this stuff. Kind of cool. Now, I might save these other ones for a video in the future. Not the rare ones. The rare ones are just nonsense. So I'm not even going to worry about those. But guys, let me know. Did you all get anything especially interesting in your shard pulls? Did you go for Shredder? Did you pick him up? Either way, best of luck in your upcoming events. If you are very close in Donatello Fusion, remember, there will likely be a fragment pack offered for this. So if you are a spender and you are looking at the events and you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to get everything done. I might as well just stop even trying. You will likely be offered, if you're above 50 fragments to purchase. I believe they're $2 per fragment. So 5 would cost $10, so on and so forth. It's a little bit expensive, but if you've already missed some, well, maybe try for it. Now, with that said, while the shards I opened would have been better off as far as, let's see this real quick. If we go Summon Rush, let's say I just open enough to get this. $10, it'd be $20. $20 for here. The sacred shards I opened would have been more than $20 to have purchased those. Granted, you do get sacreds for free in-game as well, but something worth considering. However, like a lot of players, I don't really like living with the risk of maybe Plarium doesn't offer the fragment, so I like to go ahead and finish it now. But if you don't finish it, or if you just can't finish it completely now, don't give up, because every fragment you get is $2 you save if you decide to purchase that later on. Something to keep in mind, it should be offered. I've never heard of them not offering it for fragment fusions. They don't, of course, offer it for the classic fusions, where it's like even the fragments for the epics and then for the legendary having the epics combine into it, they don't offer fragments for those epic champions. But every fragment fusion that I've seen back since a long time ago, I think I may have skipped Pythion a long time ago, purchasing them. Either way, they've offered them. So maybe not in your budget, but either way, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff. And guys, I will catch you all in the next one.